Another episode, another week. Incorrectly correct. We back at it, man. Sorry for the absence last week. We had some things going on, man. We ain't gonna get into that. But guess what? We are back. And I want to tap on something, man. I want to get into some Let's talk about it, man. Because, I've noticed in conversations, um, I've noticed in these different clips I see, you know what I mean, things that are brought to my attention, algorithm, if you will. And man, I this is what we gonna do, right? Because this is a layered topic. I just want to get this out, right? And I want you to know it's important, right, that we approach this without blaming or shaming women. All right, just I'm putting that out there first before we go into this topic. I'm putting that out first. All right, I want you to know it's important that I approach this without blaming or shaming women. Ladies, if you're listening, know that part. Okay. All right. Now, man, because I was watching this clip and it came right off of a conversation I had with a friend of mine, and she was telling me some things, and I'm sitting there like, hmm, why? I'm gonna ask this question, and then we gonna really get into it. But the question is, um, why? And I ain't saying all women, but there's women who know women like this. Why do certain women just allow anything? You know what I'm saying? They just allow anything when it comes to men in their lives, and then put the blame on the men. Good question, right? And I'm asking this from a perspective that I actually do have a adoration for women. I do. If you asked me this question years ago, I'd be like, nah, that would not be my thought. But I do, man. Like, women are amazing human beings. They're amazing, man. Just if you factor in everything that they can and do contribute to the world, you know what I mean? It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I'm not big on men and women being at odds. We had an episode about this, right? We're not enemies. I'm not big on that, man. I'm all about the unity thing. But there are certain women I'm just like, come on, get it together, ladies. Please stop, stop settling for anything. And in the past, I was part of that anything. You know what I mean? We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. But why do you know what I'm saying? Women, a lot of women. I'm not. When I say women, don't listen to that and say I'm talking about all women. That's not fair at all because it's not all women. But there are women out here who just they just settle for anything. Like they. But then the part that made me want to ask this question to y'all is, or get into this topic with y'all is because, when the damage is done, you know, they don't look in the mirror. They'll just blame the dude. You know what I'm saying? And man, stop blaming the dude and take a step back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even to say blame yourself. Just take a step back and be more, how can I say it? Be more um visual, right? You know, be like an eagle. Just peep the landscape first, man. For real, for real. When it comes to this dude that you have an issue with because you allow him to just play with you. You know what I'm saying? And not be so serious. I just we're talking to you guys. I'm gonna start it off with this. I want y'all to hear this. For real, for real. Listen to this. Who got four other than me? She liar. She is a fat, snot, godly waste of a liar.
Oh, he mad. I thought he was playing.
When we first met, he was my door dasher. And he came.
You met him off a door dash?
He came.
Girl, I'm messing with you.
He came and brought the groceries, and I'm telling my kids, like, y'all take the groceries in the house. This man takes the groceries in my house to the kitchen. And I'm like, what are you doing? We live in the hood. Like,
Yeah, get out my house.
something could have happened to you. And he's talking about, well, you fine, so let me just get your number. So I'm like, okay.
All right. That's their first interaction with one another. And I'm not going to play everything, right? So the lady allowed this man to walk in her house. He's a stranger, don't know her. Oh, you fine? I want your number. I'm like, okay. And needless to say, as the show go on, um, you know, she got a lot of bad things to say about the dude. And she could be, I mean, I'm pretty sure she's right. You know what I'm saying? Because what dude just be like, oh, I'm just gonna walk in her house. I'm gonna get that. Well, a lot of us. So I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna do that. A lot of us will. Desperate, if you will. But what in the holy why would she just allow this dude to do that? All right. And we're gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into, you know, these different little said researched reasons on why this happens. You know what I mean? So this woman, she referred to this man to be, you know, lame and, you know, he wasn't about nothing, all these issues with the dude. But it was as easy as him door dashing you your food, bringing it in, saying to you, you look good, I want your number. And you agreed. The lady agreed. It was that easy. What, why was it that easy? What we doing? What are we doing? So I'm going to read you something. Most women don't want nonsense, right? When someone stays with a man who is inconsistent, irresponsible, or emotionally unavailable, you know, is usually deeper psychological, social, and structural factors at play. Shout out to Zoe Williams. He's been saying this for years. But there are, you know, there are reasons, right? Attachment patterns. I know y'all know about this or heard about this, and if not, please get acknowledged with it, all right? Psychologists like John Bowlby, I read that wrong, And Mary Ainsworth developed attachment theory, which explains how, childhood bonding shapes adult relationships, right? If a woman has anxious anxious, like I'm anxious attachment, she may chase validation, right? Fear of abandonment and tolerate poor treatment to avoid being alone. Man, avoidant attachment. She may choose emotionally unavailable men because that feels familiar, right? Sometimes deadbeat energy mirrors chaotic or inconsistent love she experienced early in life. Familiar feels safer than healthy. Man, uh, Doctor Bowlby and Doctor Ainsworth, y'all did pretty good with this one, right? Because I want to touch on the first attachment more because that's where we at with it, right? With this question I asked, the anxious attachment. You know what I'm saying? Like you chasing validation from somebody else about yourself, right? Or you fear of abandonment, right? This is the one right here. Tolerate poor treatment to avoid being alone. Come on, man. That's the best time to observe is when you alone. You ain't got no distractions. You can just peep the landscape like the eagle that I said earlier, man. Just keep your eye out. Please. You know what I mean? I'm dead serious about this. But being that this is a perspective driven podcast, we're gonna take a different look as well. And I'm just gonna ask the question, like, is someone wrong when they say, hey, I know my worth. I know my worth. And, you know, I'm not deserving of high quality. I'm not deserving of, you know, that that great man, that well put together man. I'm just not I'm just not deserving of it. And then you hear people say, no, 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 you deserve, don't you ever say that about yourself. You deserve the best. Well, everybody got to have the best, though. Like, let's ask that question, man. Do everybody has to have the best? And I ain't even talking like top quality. I'm talking like the best that they can get. Do everybody deserve that, man? Right? I mean, I'm serious when I ask that question, too. I'm on both sides. I see both sides of it. Hey, man, I know me. I know how I used to be. I know what I'm still striving to be. I know me enough to know. Hey man, I'm damaged goods. I'm not gonna even gonna lie to you. So I would be a fool to think I should have a top quality woman in my life. Nigga, please. Like I'm not equipped to handle that. I just know me enough. You know what I'm saying? I know me enough. I don't have all the tools and equipment to have that top quality woman, right? I've had them in my life, but I wasn't worth a damn. And it never worked. But here I am now, a way better version of myself. And I say that with pride. I'm sorry. A way better version of myself. I ain't the shit, but I am better than that shit that I was before. I'm telling you right now. And still I'm saying, nah, I don't deserve that top tier. Nah. You know what I mean? Because I'm still working on things and it'll be unfair to that top quality woman to have somebody like me in their life. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that vain. I'm not blind. I'm not dumb. Now, if I can admit that, why can't some of these women admit that? Like, man, maybe I don't deserve that dope ass man that everybody looks for. Know that about yourself, man, and be. All right. So let's keep going. Keep going, man. And then you also have this thing that a lot of women deal with when they, invite ain't shit dudes in their lives, right? They got that low self worth, you know, an internal narrative. Like if somebody subconsciously believes it's the best I can get, I'm lucky he even chose me. I can't do better. They will rationalize behavior they actually don't really want, right? Like low self worth determines low tolerance level, right? It's just how it goes. You look at yourself like you ain't worth too much. Internally, you put on a front in front of everybody, but internally, you feel that. Then yeah, you are very, receptive to that mind frame that you can't do better. This is the best I'm gonna get. This ain't shit, dude. This is the best I'm gonna get right here because you think so low of yourself, right? Um, Now the latter part of me, I don't rock with that, man. Ladies, stop thinking so low of yourself, right? And if you do think low of yourself, it's hard for you to climb out of that hole of, well, I don't deserve much because I'm not much. If that is your mind frame and shit go bad, please stop blaming the men that you attract. Please stop blaming them. All right? That's all I'm saying. That's the premise of this topic. You can't get mad at how the dude treats you when you allow it. You can't. Or you shouldn't. Right? But on another note, how about y'all make the best of the worst of y'all? Like, just make like both of y'all come to that realization. You say to yourself, ladies, well, I know I got my issues. I don't think too much of myself. And then you be more acceptive and honest about yourself about the ain't shit dudes that you bring into your life because of that, right? Because of that internal narrative you put on yourself. And then let the dude know, like, look, I know you ain't shit. I ain't shit either. So let's go out here and do the best we can with our shitty selves. I'll be honest. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. All right. I don't care how you feel about what I just said on that. I don't. Because as long as you're being honest and as long as y'all do come to that realization, you'd be surprised on how far y'all can go with y'all ain't shit selves. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious about both of these sides of the fences that I'm on. We got to look at things in different perspectives. If she's have a low self worth and he ain't shit, y'all actually can get along very well if y'all both just acknowledge the shit. But the issue is, you don't acknowledge it, and then you come around and you blame the dude for how shitty things are going in your relationship. Look, man, it'll work if both of y'all just acknowledge the shit. It'll go brilliantly. Hey, man, I don't mean to laugh, but I do mean to laugh, man, because there's some truth in that. For real. Think about it. There's some truth in that, man. All right. Just as long as if you choose, ladies, you choose to just keep pushing and not trying to build yourself and just wallow in this low self worth, right? Then you can't be blaming ain't shit men that come into your life. You just can't do it. All right. Um, because it's unfair to put a blame on something that you're putting a lot of energy into it as well. So why we blaming the other person? Right? And I'm not gonna do the whole well men, we ain't doing that because this ain't the topic. The topic isn't about the ain't shit men and what they should do. We're talking about women who I have big adoration for because of the things they go through, right? The things that they're capable of, all of this, right? And on one side, I'm pandering. I'm champion for women to, you know what I'm saying? Stop letting dudes into your life that you know is lame and then blame them. Let's stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Build yourself. But on another note, let's be honest, there are women who just won't change or don't have a desire to. And they want to live in that space where they're like, oh man, ain't shit. Maybe I deserve to have that in my life. I'll just accept anything. There's women that's out there, and I'm talking to y'all. Stand on it, right? Stand on it. If that's how you feel, stand on it. As long as you acknowledge it, and then when the ain't shit dude come around, let them know. Like, I know you ain't shit. I know I ain't shit. Let's be not shit together. There could be a blissful world that y'all can be living in with your shitty selves. That's all I'm saying, man. Look, there's another video I watched. I gotta bring this up, man. This shit is crazy. It's about a lady. She's like asking for assistance from these people. I guess they do this catfishing thing too. On the internet, and what it is, you know, this lady met a guy on Instagram. Right? He slid in her DMs. And he said the good shit that a lot of lame ass dudes say that to bring you in. You know what I'm saying? All the nice poetic words and everything. You know what I'm saying? Making the woman feel good. And this woman, she took the bait. Right? Took the bait. He's sending her pictures of himself. And I'm gonna be honest, it's side note, it's pretty sad that people are still getting caught up with this catfishing thing in this day and age. It's amazing how people are still getting caught up with this. It's crazy to me. And later I'm gonna explain why. So The lady, she fell for the words. He sent her pictures of himself. Great looking dude, you know what I'm saying? 6'4", ripped up, you know what I'm saying? Light skin, you know what I mean? And she's like, ooh, ooh. Now this is a 50-plus-year-old lady who's been married 3 times. And they all ended in divorce. So it wasn't like she widowed at any point. There was no widowing. It was divorce every time. All right. And we ain't gonna get into that, but hey, you run with the right narrative when I say that. Divorce 3 times. It never worked out with any of the men she was married to. All right. And she fell for it, man. The dude had the look, had the words, never met him. They have talked on the phone, but we know how that go with catfishing. It can be anybody, right? And then as time went by, here goes can you send me money for this? Can you send me money for that? I need money for this. I need money for that. I got a son. Can you help me out with my son? My grandmama need help. She's the one raising my son. And it's so much. And it's always something where he needs money. And she sends it. And we're just going to leave it there. Right? We're gonna leave it there. Because of course she finds out the dude ain't the dude. Y'all know that. Y'all know how that story ends. It's not the dude. But why in the holy fuck did you fall for it anyway? Like, why did you fall for it anyway? There's a lot of factors that we can dive in to where she could have found out real fast that the guy is not the guy that she been talking to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she got children who are grown or growing, and the dude friended her children on Instagram and reached out to her daughters. You're still talking to the dude before you found out he wasn't real? That's where I'm getting at. Why? What the fuck make you think this was a real situation? That's what I'm getting at. When will the reality kick in? When will reality kick in, man? You're accepting so much bullshit. And you're still hoping that the guy you've been talking to is this guy with the pictures and come on, man. What are we doing, man? That's where I'm getting at, ladies. Not all ladies, but these ladies that I'm speaking to. Why is that what y'all do? Why do y'all allow yourselves to put yourselves through this shit? Now let's go into some factors that could have deaded this shit immediately. And I'm not even saying this didn't happen. I can almost be sure that when she's showing these pictures off to the people in her life, they're like, Mary, I don't know if that's that lady's name, but they're like, Mary, come on. You know that ain't him. You know it's not. I'm pretty sure people in her life was telling her, stop this shit. That's not, no. Stop this shit. That's not the dude. Don't be sending this man no money. Stop it. I'm pretty sure there's people in her life that knows that she's being hoodwinked and she's still running with it. She still ran with it. That's the shit I'm talking about. You ignored logic. All right. You ignored good logic for your lame logic. Why are you okay with having somebody like this in your life, man? You're dumb. And then, why didn't it end First of all, why didn't it end when he started asking for money? You already know how that go. But why didn't it end when you found out that this dude friended your daughters and was communicating with your daughters without your permission? You that lame that you ain't even got no motherly protective instincts in you? You find that out and you're still talking to this dude? These are your children now. That's a part of this. Come on, man. Stop playing. You didn't introduce your daughters to this man. He did it on his own. But yet and still, you still talking to this dude. What is going on, man? Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Let's go with another. Let's go with another one. All right. Another factor. Trauma bonds. Huh? Trauma bonding happens when intense highs and lows create emotional addiction. Here's the cycle. He disappoints. She confronts or distances, meaning I'm gonna block you. I'm mad at you. He love bombs, right? Or apologizes. And then there's the temporary closeness, right? And that feels euphoric. And then repeat. That's the cycle. That inconsistency creates the dopamine. All right. That's a lot of things a lot of people are now talking about a lot. And once again, shout out to Zoe Williams. I'm going to always shout this man out because he's been saying this for years. It spikes. That dopamine spikes similar like to gambling addiction, right? The brain gets hooked on the reward after pain. Huh? That felt good to her. That some handsome, and this is another thing before I even go there. What did the listen? All women are beautiful in their own special way. There's some truth there. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm sorry that I laughed, but there's some truth. I'm laughing because of the other part, the other side, the other perspective is about to jump in. Um, let's call this person. Let's call this person incorrect, and I'm correct. Incorrectly correct. So look, as correct, I will say I'm gonna run with this, y'all. I don't care how y'all feel about this. I like this. I'm gonna run with this. Correct says all women are beautiful in their own special way. Incorrect says, yeah, but not to everybody. That's what incorrect says. Yeah, they are beautiful in their own special way, but not to everybody. All right. So to incorrect, incorrectly is like this lady, and I'm saying, and y'all need to see this woman. Like, lady, if you think that this quote unquote well oiled machine of a man is worshiping the ground you walk on because of the words that he put out, you really think he can't get a top notch woman just off his looks alone? Because we do live in a world like that. Let's not play these games. We live in a world like that where a dude is so stunning that a woman would, not all women, but a woman would be like, hey, you see this motherfucker? I don't give a shit what y'all say about what he do to me. Y'all ain't got that. But if you see this woman, and look, I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm also saying she's not the first pick in the draft. Let's just go that route. And you think with your second round pick, third round pick ass, that man is really swooning over you like that, like you have the goods that he's like, oh my gosh, I gotta have her. Stop it, man. Knock that shit off. Stop it. Right? We gotta be real here. We gotta speak reality. We can't live in this fake euphoric world that we live in, man, and thinking that everything is just, you know, choir sounds. Knock it off. Why didn't you question that lady from the jump? Like, dang, nah, this got to be a hoax. Why that never crossed her mind? And let's say it did. Why did she ignore it? Why did she ignore it and say, "Nah, maybe he do want me. You know, I'm in my 50s. He's only like 20." Like, come on, man. God. Correct says, please do better, ladies. Please. Please do better. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not shaming or blaming women, but I am acknowledging this certain type of women I'm speaking of. Correct says, please be more observant, right? Be more tentative. Be more ears when the people telling you in your life, because there's no way nobody told her that she's being played. And when them people talk to you, listen. Stop thinking you got it all on your own. You don't. You don't. Because look where it got you. It got you nothing but lies from this dude. Come on, man. We got to knock this shit off. For real, for real. We got to stop this, man. We really got to stop this. Incorrectly says, hey, man, look, you're stupid for thinking that you could bag somebody like this dude. And how much happy can y'all be when this nigga is asking you for money all the time? He's supposed to be this well-oiled machine. He can't generate some kind of loot. He can be a model for a shirt company or something. Get a contract that way. Start making some money. Knock it off. You never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? You stupid mother. You deserve that, Nick. You deserve the real dude instead of the picture dude. You deserve the real lame dude in your life because you're just as lame. That's what incorrectly says. Incorrectly stands on. He stands on that. You deserve the Nick because you just as lame as him. y'all get together and live in virtual matrimony, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality ain't in none of you mother. Y'all just ain't got it. Well, here's another thing that happens a lot. You know, for the women that I'm speaking about in this episode. Potential is greater than reality illusion. Right? Many women fall for who a man could be instead of who he consistently is. The common thought is, right? He has so much potential. He just needs support. He'll change once he gets stable. And once again, man, all that hope, all that illusion, it overrides evidence. And we know a lot of women like that. If you listening to my voice, I'm guarantee you know at least 2 women like that you've met in your life. From the time you gain consciousness to now, you've known at least 2 women like this. It's probably more, but I guarantee it's 2. They fall for the potential of men. Hey, I was one of those potential guys. I was. I was one of them potential guys, man. He got something about him. That's why I'm sticking around. And I'm just lame as a mother, man. Then, all right, I got to preface that. Don't look at me like I'm that dude now, because I ain't. But then, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. We got to knock this off, ladies, man. That's all I'm saying. It's so unfair to y'all. Y'all got to love yourselves more, man. Stop letting these dudes do this to y'all. That's what correct says. Stop letting these dudes do this to y'all, man, for real. Cause it's not good. It's not good for y'all souls, not good for y'all relationship with the people in your lives that was there before this lame dude showed up. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair to them. They want to see you win too. Honor them. Honor yourself. Honor your children. To hell with this lame ass dude, man. The potential. What potential? He showed you when you first met who he was. Ain't no potential there. Knock it off. And you know better. Incorrectly says, you deserve that shit. Maybe you deserve that shit, man. Because you just as lame as him. Incorrectly has no filter, no feelings for you. He don't give a shit. All right. That's just where we going with. That's the two sides of it. That's the two sides of it, man. There's also the savior complex, right? Now, I'm going to put emphasis on some women are conditioned to nurture, fix, heal, hold a man down. Some women are conditioned to. All right. And once again, we ain't speaking on air because it ain't fair to say that all women are like that because it's not the truth. Some women are. Right? They're conditioned to nurture, fix, heal, hold a man down. Right? You know, that whole ride or die. That ride or die woman proves loyalty by enduring struggle. We see that in movies and we hear it in music. As a matter of fact, there's a song that I just got put onto not too long ago. By Ella May. And that's her name. Ella May. Yeah, the singer. She got a song called 100. Man. I'm going to read y'all some lyrics from this song, man. I'm telling you. Why they bringing up this? I did not say 1,000 hours. I said 100. Y'all bear with me. All right, here we go. She says in the song, "Ooh," and I heard this. I was like, Lord have mercy. Uh, baby, even if you only got 20 to my 80, it ain't no maybe. We'll make it to 100. Ooh. If I got 40 to your 60, you'll stick with me. We'll make it to 100. Man, what man don't want to hear that? What you tell me a man that don't want to hear that? Even a lame dude want to hear that. All right? But how many are you women carrying that real narrative out there? You're not doing it. Not all women. That's why the savior complex is why y'all would deal with the lames. Y'all got this some of y'all got this in y'all. Man, I ain't tripping off what you ain't got. I'll match it. All you got is 20. It's cool. I got 80. Let's go. Oh, you only got 60? Well, guess what? I got 40. We gonna make it to 100. Let's do it. I'm your ride or die. Stop lying to yourself and to that man. Because the women I'm speaking about right now, y'all don't possess that. Y'all don't possess that. Y'all gonna go around and start blaming this dude, bad mouthing this dude, talking so much shit about this dude and what he didn't do, what he couldn't do. And it's his fault that shit got worse for you because it wasn't dope. It wasn't good for you. Shit just got worse for you because you introduced more bullshit into your life. Right? Look, man, y'all have this thing about y'all. And when y'all over romanticize what y'all see online. And y'all hear this all the time, but it's the fucking truth. That shit don't exist, bruh. It don't exist. It can, and it do exist, but not to the women I'm speaking to today. Putting up with anything just to have a man around, and you know the motherfucker is lame. You know he ain't shit. He's shown you on so many occasions he ain't shit, and you kept this motherfucker around. And then blame him at the end. Right? The fear of starting over. Boy, boy, boy. Because that just means you're dating again. You have to be vulnerable again to at least, show a little soft side of you. Right? You the fear of possibly being alone for a while. That's why we here in the first place. Because you so scared of being alone that you just allow anything in your life. There's nothing wrong with reset, man. There's nothing wrong with reset. I am telling you now. You find somebody and everything feels good, it looks good, it seems good. And when there's moments where you're like, hey, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about this dude. Don't ignore that shit, lady. Don't be sure. It's okay to say, all right, you know what? Hit the reset button. And let's start it over. You feel because I ain't got that much time to keep starting over. But okay. So when you end things, just give yourself the proper time. The proper time to maybe fix those things about you that you start to notice and then move forward, because now you won't fuck up as much as you did the last time. Come on, man. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I ain't sorry. Correct is sorry. Incorrectly don't give a fuck. He's mad at all of you motherfuckers who just allow that shit. And he feels like maybe you deserve it. He feels like maybe you deserve it because you wasn't bright enough or you wasn't observant enough to stop it before it started. And incorrectly is like, yeah, that's what you get. That's that's just what you get, man. Right? What about this one? Mm-mm-mm. Social conditioning. Right? A lot of women are taught, be patient. Men mature slower. All men are like that. Stick it out. This is when endurance gets praised more than boundaries. You get the pat on your back and the gold sticker, the gold star sticker for sticking it out, being patient with the man. But you ain't set no boundaries, so you allowing all of this lame shit to just keep piling in, piling in, piling in, and then you're saying to yourself, God, dog, this is a little too heavy for me. But you know what? All I gotta do is just keep going. I'll be able to handle it. I'll be able to carry this weight. Man, if you don't knock that shit up, no, 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 no. Why are you women, these women that I've been speaking about, right? Not all women, I'm talking about the women who I'm speaking to on this episode. Why the fuck do y'all think y'all can keep carrying this shit and eventually be able to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you seen the strong man competition. Why do y'all think y'all can pick up those big ass barrels that's weighing y'all down to where y'all got a crotch walk and then finally throw it over that line and all the weight is off of you? It ain't for you to carry that shit. And I'm not speaking to all women because some women are able to do that and flourish, but not to the women I'm talking to. Y'all can't carry that big heavy ass barrel. That barrel, when you pick it up, you have no choice but to bend at the knees and walk slow. You're going to be walking fast, but it's a slow pace. Trust me, because it's too much weight on you. And you thinking you got the fortitude to throw that barrel over that line. Nah, man. You don't. You don't have that. And that's why I'm asking you to be more observant to find out that, oh, shit, I can't carry this shit. This is too much for me. And you'll be able to just drop that motherfucker and say, I'm out the competition. It just ain't part of me. I can't carry this shit. Come on, man. That's what correct wants. Correct wants you to just drop that barrel. This is not your competition. Move to something else. Incorrectly, it's like, look, I hope your ankles bust out on you. I hope your knees bust out on you. All right? Because you shouldn't be carrying that heavy shit in the first damn place. You knew you couldn't pick that thing up and carry it and throw it over that line, and you tried it anyway. Incorrectly don't feel bad for you. He just don't. We have to do better, ladies. And I got to keep saying this because to be real with you, when I say that, you women hear that and y'all think I'm talking to all of y'all. And here's another line from Incorrectly. If you think I'm talking to you, I am. If you think I'm talking to you, Incorrectly says he is talking to you. If that's what you think. Because something resonates with you. Come on, man. All right. I'm just saying. I got one more story. And this is from a friend of mine. And if you're listening, I'm not gonna throw your name out there. All right. So don't try to come at me because I ain't putting your name out there. All right. Nobody knows who I'm talking about. But I'm on the phone and this woman is telling me that she's done. She's getting to that point where she's done with men. She's just sick. And her latest run in was with a lame ass nigga. Right? Who started their interaction with business. The dude has a business. He's running a business. He's promoting his business. And it drew her interest because she has a business, and maybe they could merge their businesses together. Hey, I can help with the promotion of your shit. I make T-shirts. And he like, oh, bet. Well, let's just change numbers. And we're talking about a lame dude, so you can probably guess what happens next, right? He's starting to text, and then it gets to a place that has nothing to do with business. And this woman is not one of the women. Not one of the women I'm speaking to today. Well, and he started to get sexual with the text messages. At the same time, I did tell her, "Hey, you didn't pay attention to the little points of how men think. You know what I mean? You weren't paying attention, and because of that, you failed to see the bullshit that was on its way. You know what I'm saying? And then when the bullshit came to you, it wasn't too much because she nipped it in the bud real fast. Like, nope, not doing that. But it pissed her off to the point where she's like, I'm so sick of this shit. I'm done with men. No, 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 no. Right? You're done with the lames. And that's awesome. Let's be done with the lames. You understand what I'm saying? Because they are out there. And it's a lot of. But guess what? It's a lot of. There's a lot of you women that y'all accept it. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm glad my friend nipped that shit in the bud. But there's a lot of women who would have kept going. And they would have been pissed when his real interests start to fade away because he got what he really wanted. Right? I threw that last story in there just to let you guys know that you can dismiss the bullshit before it comes. You can dismiss it before it comes. You might miss the first few little hints of his lame ass, but you didn't catch it late. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Be more observant. You know what I'm saying? Use that eagle eye. You got to do better out here. But on another note, let's just say you don't have those capabilities of seeing the bullshit. You just don't have the ocular integrity to see the bullshit, which is why you keep letting it be a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? And to that, I can honestly say I don't really feel too bad for you when the shit comes your way because you refuse to do better about yourself. And ladies, if you're listening to this and you're one of those women who just keep letting these dudes shit on you and you do nothing about it except blame him, and then maybe, I mean, it just could be. It just might be a chance that you're deserving of it. And if that's the case, man, how about you accept that shit, like Incorrectly says, and both of y'all just be shitty together. That could be harmony there. There could be some uptick to that, right? Y'all can win with y'all shitty ways, for real, for real. If you know he ain't shit and you ain't shit, y'all can win a little bit with y'all ain't shitness. Hey man, look, here we go, man. We at this part of the show where I I gotta just let out little frustrations, man. Um, all right, look, the stain on my white tee is I'm just gonna say it and I don't care. Um, to motherfuckers who y'all make it y'all business to frustrate people. Cause y'all got this little unfair advantage. And I only call it unfair because if I had those capabilities, I'd probably do the shit too. I'd probably do it too. But I don't have those capabilities. So I can't stand you, mother. To you motherfuckers who out there who are bi or trilingual, hey man, I can't stand you motherfuckers, man. And that's not in every facet of who you are. It's a one little facet about you motherfuckers that I can't stand. That's it. Just one factor about you motherfuckers that I can't stand. You motherfuckers will act like the language barrier is greater than what it really is in order to be on some bullshit, man. I can't stand. I'm gonna give you an example. You know how I do it. I always gotta give a story. But if you listening to what I'm saying, this is not a prejudice thing, right? This is not a none of that shit. All right, let's get that out there. Let's get that clear. It's none of that. But man, if I could, I'd do it too, which is why I'm upset. That's why I'm upset. All right, so look, um, they got this, you got this flex thing where you make deliveries for this company, and I'm there, and there's a system that this little hub runs. You know what I mean? The cars pull up, y'all get y'all shit, y'all load y'all cars, and then y'all go out and make these deliveries, right? But there is like a community of a certain race, a certain culture. I'm not gonna throw it out there, and they speak English, right? So the people who are trying to organize this this system, they only speak English, and some of the drivers know that, so they use their you know language barrier, I guess, ideal, or whatever you want to call it, like it's a tactic, if you ask me. They use that to pretend like they don't understand what's being said to them, which slows up the process for everybody else, right? And I'm hating because if I had that, do you know how much I'd use that to my advantage? That's the only reason when I'm mad at them, right? Because at first I was genuinely pissed, but I had to think on it and was like, you know what? I really fuck with it, but I can't do it, so I can't. It really pissed me the fuck off, man. I was really mad, and I had to really think on it. Like, look, man, look, if I could get away with it, I would too. For real, for real. I'll get away with it too. I act like I don't understand the thing you saying, even though I do. But I will use that to my advantage the way they did. And I'm in my car boiling, boiling hot. Like, you motherfucker. Get y'all ass in the car. Stop trying to act like y'all understand what these people are saying. Y'all slowing up the process, man. People are trying to get out of here, and y'all slowing up the process, trying to act like y'all don't speak English. Knock it off, man. If I could do it, I'd do it. Trust me. Which is why I'm about to call what's the name? Coretta. What they call that thing? I don't know. I don't know the name of it, but I'm about to learn another language, man, and I'm about to play games with these people out here too, because they was able to get away with that shit, and they knew it. They knew it. They knew it. They knew it. They knew it, and they were just fucking up the program, man, because they could. And if you know what I'm saying, so I wasn't mad at them. I was at first, but then I had to think about it. Like, man, look, if I could do that, I would too. But look, man, that was a stain on my white tee, man. Just stop playing with people. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with people, man. You fucking it up for everybody else. Don't fuck it up for everybody else if you got that skill, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Look, I just want to be honest real quick. I really mean this when I say this, man. Ladies who have these characteristics about yourself, right? Um, you have this low self worth about yourself. Um, you have this fear of starting over, so you deal with anything. You got this savior complex, right? You fall for the potential of lame ass dudes, your trauma bonds. You know what I mean? All of these things, man. Your anxious attachment that you have about yourselves, man. Work on yourselves for real. Work on yourselves, man, because if you don't, you're gonna continue to allow lame dudes to come into your lives, man. You feel what I'm saying? And then what do? You start blaming them. Don't blame them. Be more observant. Work on that shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? That way you can dismiss it before it becomes a part of your life. And that just frees you up. I mean, that just frees you up. FREES. To allow something better in your lives, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop eating that poison. Stop drinking that poison. It's not good for you. For real. I really mean that, man. I really, really mean that. Y'all gotta knock that shit off. Because them lame dudes gonna keep coming. They're gonna see it. That dude saw it. He was like, man, let me just walk in her house. Man, I'm gonna just bring the food in. I don't know her. I want her number. She allowed it. And he saw it in her. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about hunters, they know which ones they're gonna get. They know them. Hunters are very intelligent, man. They're not dumb. They know which ones they can get. They study them. They know them when they see them, and they go and get them. Don't be the hunted. Is all I'm saying. Hey, man, it's been another episode, man. I appreciate everybody who stops by. I really, really mean that. I really, really do. You know how I say, if there's only two of y'all that's listening, man, I truly appreciate the two of y'all. I really, really do, man. Because this shit is fun to me. I love it. I hope y'all enjoy it as much as I do. And you know how we do it, man? We ain't